animal can see the best stars? I'm thinking an owl because they have like the best night vision as well as pretty good distance of sight. But would it be maybe like a mantis shrimp? Because they have more photoreceptors, which means they can see more color. Get back to me.
The animal that can see the most stars is probably not the one with the most sensitive night vision or the most photoreceptors. And the number of stars an animal can see comes down to a number of different factors, including how much light its eyes collect, how sharp its vision is, whether it can focus on distant points of light, and how its brain processes these signals. Humans are actually very good at some of these tasks, but many animals aren't. For example, only a few animals have exceptionally high visual acuity, which is the ability to resolve fine detail at long distances. Birds of prey are good at this, and some eagles can resolve about 2 to 3 times more detail than a human, which allows them to spot prey in the far distance. And there are animals with excellent night vision, like barn owls and cats. They have eyes that are extremely sensitive to dim light because they contain many rod cells and often have a reflective layer behind the retina. This helps them to detect movement in near darkness, but it comes at the cost of visual sharpness. So, an owl may detect faint light better than a human, but it probably doesn't perceive dramatically more individual stars because its spatial resolution is lower. By contrast, humans have unusually high visual acuity for mammals. Under a dark, clear sky with no light pollution, a human being with good eyesight can see thousands of stars. And our eyes can resolve individual stars well enough that we can tell that they are distant points rather than all of them blurring together. The mantis shrimp is an interesting example because it does have more photoreceptors, but those extra photoreceptors are mainly for distinguishing different colors and detecting polarized and ultraviolet light in bright, shallow water. So they don't make the eye more sensitive to faint starlight. And in fact, mantis shrimp have relatively poor spatial resolution, so they almost certainly see fewer stars than a human can. Some nocturnal animals like wolves, foxes, or deer may be able to detect stars that are slightly fainter than humans can because of their greater light sensitivity. However, their lower visual acuity means that they probably can't separate those faint stars that are close together, while we can. And then there are animals with very large eyes, for example, colossal squids. They do collect impressive amounts of light, but they're unlikely to see more stars than us because their eyes evolved for a completely different environment. The deep ocean, my favorite place. In conclusion, which animal can probably see the greatest number of stars? The answer is us, human beings. We have excellent long-distance vision. Our eyes are adapted for high acuity rather than maximum light sensitivity, which means we can read signs at a distance, recognize faces far away, and see stars as distinct points. Curiosity has turned stargazing into one of humanity's defining pursuits. If you made it this far, you're a star. If you want more, I do have a playlist titled Astronomy. And in the meantime, keep asking questions, never stop learning, and don't forget to look up.